obstacle course.
We're live. I think we're live.
Lou Brandon. Lou Brandon.
You are.
We are live.
Okay, so
See,
now how do I do this again? No.
here we
Okay.
are. Yeah.
Um.
Hi guys.
Wait, how do I do the watch party again? I do this every time, y'all.
So we're gonna do this every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Wait, how do I do the watch party again?
Turn it down, please.
Hey y'all. Y'all know it take us a second. We gotta get the watch party together. So
We old.
live right now.
Teresa, tell me. You usually tell me.
So you gotta
No,
go
it
to the
hasn't popped up.
page.
It hasn't popped up on my screen yet.
I got it. Start a watch party.
All right, there we go.
So
Go to the page and go. You gotta go down and find it in the timeline. Find the post.
Yeah. Scrolling your timeline, find it. It should have like the little play icon, and then share, and then create your watch party.
boom. I'm live, baby.
All right. All right. Hi guys. Hey everybody. Everybody got their watch party started.
Yeah, I'm good now.
We're getting better. We're getting better. That was a little faster, I feel like.
Yep. Oh, hi, Mandy. My little brother joined. Hey, Jaquan.
All right, so welcome to Golden Girls Podcast. It is your girl, D Will. I don't like my name change, but I guess I'm D Will.
Hey y'all, it's your girl T Mitch.
Missy, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
And this is the Golden Girls Podcast.
Hey, Shatora.
Morning.
Shatora's here too in my dining room. I got a little audience today, so I'm feeling real bougie.
Yeah, I have an audience that's gonna be making noise, so I'm going to be muting myself every now and
You
then
talk about the babies
to keep the crowd under control.
girl. Hi, Miss Elamine.
As y'all see, we are completely
Hey,
struggling.
Nikita,
Hey,
Kalila,
Jessica.
Karen, Maisha.
I don't know. Let me see.
Hi guys. Just send a wave to everyone. So as you can see, we are struggling on all different levels. So it's a few things that's different about today. First of all, it is Sunday. So we are switching our days of broadcasting. Couple things. So before COVID hit us, we were recording, traditionally like podcasts do. And so we would record during the week, and then it takes a few days for your episode, and then we would post them on Sundays.
Yes.
So eventually we're going to go back to recording the same way that we were before. I think we're going to have a video portion of it from now on. We'll find out in our meeting tomorrow, ladies. And
good to know we got meeting tomorrow.
But we are back to Golden Sundays because the world is starting to open back up, and we are about to go back to our regularly scheduled program. So that's one thing that's different. I look a mess. Let me let you know. So I really planned on looking good. I was gonna flat iron my hair, but I ran out of time. And I just was like, I'm gonna have to just give y'all the truth. I need a wig. If anybody wants to sponsor some wigs for us,
this is the
wearing a wig.
Go.
They can sponsor a wig for you. I'm not wearing a wig.
But listen, and me too. Listen,
No,
hey, Teresa.
I am so afraid of a wig. I promise.
Why are you scared of a
I'm
wig?
telling you, I don't know.
Bundles look, and I do a whole look for it and everything. What y'all want, a commercial?
I don't know. She talking about what y'all want a commercial.
Seriously?
I don't know why, because everybody knows that I have hair, but I'm just afraid of somebody playing too much and pulling the wig.
Oh, I see.
I take that back. No. So this is the real reason. I wore a wig twice. I went to Key West. It was hot as hell.
Yes. Now they are hot.
And OMG.
In Toronto. at Carabana. Oh my God, I was dying. I was like,
when I do stuff like that, I always got
no. I was sold on. My friend sold mine on because she
I took it off.
Oh no.
The girl was too hot. I took that mug off. But before I left Key West, I braided my hair. So it was cool.
Okay.
I had extensions still.
Yeah, y'all, I look a mess because, and I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I was trying to find a place to have a birthday party and the time went away from me. And so I look like this. I'm sorry.
You don't look a mess.
I think it's okay. I think Corona
you look cute still.
Stuff like this.
I
didn't comb my hair. I combed it down with my hand.
Book me because I'm working a 9 to 5, but I am fitting appointments around. So, just let me know.
Let's see, who else do I have? Hey, Alexis, Donald. Hey, Ronald. Hey, Ronald. Who else y'all got?
I've been shouting my people, just squeezing it in as y'all talking. I'm being rude, but I just want to make sure everybody get their shout out.
Okay.
But I said my hellos, but I'll keep shouting them out as we continue.
Okay.
Reese, hello, Reese.
I even got on. Well, I ain't gonna call my shirt raggedy because it was a big deal, but it's raggedy.
I got.
It was a big deal. Don't play.
It was a big deal. So I
got a black Bart Simpson shirt on.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. So I got on this Southeast Michigan Leader Corps shirt.
Well, since we throwing shirts, I got on my MJ shirt, Michael Jackson, baby forever.
Okay, hold it down.
Okay, so mental check-in real quick. How are you guys doing this week?
Oh, I'm good. It's been Gemini season. Y'all know it was my birthday and my boyfriend's birthday. So I just been acting a complete fool. But it was great. I kind of needed that, that wind down. So I had to dip my toe in some, I had to take some risk on some Corona levels. But I just wanted to do it for that 1 week and now I'm chilling. So we just going to hope God let me get away with it.
We're praying that he does.
Pray.
Yes, we're praying for you. I actually thought about this earlier, and I actually felt, honestly, a little depressed earlier. Because the world is opening back up, and I feel like people don't really care, and they just out here. And I want people to still be mindful that the virus has not gone anywhere. It is still contagious, and you can still catch it. Absolutely. And so, but I did. I felt a small bout of depression, but I kicked it.
Hey, Talia.
Really?
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm still getting used to having, to squeeze this in. So,
like Teresa's comment was heavy, and then here you come.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, all right, I'm gonna do better.
Don't apologize. It's okay.
No, you gotta shout out to people. You gotta shout out.
Yeah, and I don't have no media training, y'all. This is just me, little black girl from the east side trying to make it. Okay.
No, none of us have media training. Anybody?
I'm trying to squeeze these little shout outs in.
Okay. Mental check-in for me. I'm okay. I feel like this week was heavy for some reason. Like I just feel like it's all been. I'm just tired of looking at the news, tired of looking at social media, just tired of y'all. I definitely need those risk it all vacations, Maisha. I am like, so close to it. The only problem I have is that my job this is the end of the school year and I still have to do stuff even though we aren't there. Like I've been at work. Last week I was at work 4 out of the 5 days, like physically in the building. So I'm not going to be able to disappear at least until July 1st, which is stressful, but it's okay. It'll be fine. My birthday is July 6th, and I'm
Shatora, which is my audience member today. July 7th.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Gloria. What's up, TJ?
Yes, y'all both cancers.
Yeah.
Relax on us.
I can talk now because I'm a Cancer moon. So I'm like,
we're great.
Hey Amanda, what up, girl?
We're amazing. Yeah, we're amazing. Okay. All right, let's go straight into our Golden Rose because we love to stay here forever and we got to do better. We start back recording. We can't record for 2.5.
Right, because like Miles can't edit the stuff out, so we just running off at the mouth.
We can't do it. So B Simone's comment. Let's talk about B Simone. Maisha, give us the tea on B Simone.
All right, so B Simone made a video where she was saying that she is an entrepreneur and she feels like the man she needs to be, that she wants, the man that she ends up with needs to be an entrepreneur, because she felt like a 9-to-5er wouldn't be able to match her mindset. She just doesn't think that it would be able to work with a 9-to-5er. And so people have been up in arms. And then she made a second video, which could have made it worse or better, just depending on your perspective. But people were up in arms because they felt like she was, hoeing 9-to-5 people. And other people was just like, I feel her. And, so it's been a whole controversy about what B Simone said. Did she mess up her fan base by running off at the mouth? Was it just poorly worded? Like, what's up? There's so many different points of views about this. So that's the tea on B Simone.
Okay. Teresa, what you think?
I think her preference is her preference. That's what she prefers. She prefers someone that is an entrepreneur. As I've stated before, sometimes we do have to watch what we say because of the arenas that we're in and how what you say can be held against you at some point. So you definitely have to watch what you say, but as an individual, and sometimes we get it twisted because she's talking about her own personal life. It's just unfortunate that she's doing it publicly.
Yeah.
And so, that's what she wants. She said it, nothing against 9-to-5, but I got to have somebody that can rock like I rock.
Yeah. And shout out to DeLorean and Derek who are tuning in on my watch party. But yeah, for me, it's just like, I don't think it's bold. I'm not going to say it's gold because the approach might have been a little tacky, but this is one of those things where people hate when people don't word things or say things in a way that appeases them. And it just makes people uncomfortable because a lot of people are 9-to-5, which is nothing wrong with that. But if she's a person who feels like she worked very hard to get where she is and she wants a certain type of man to accompany her on that journey, I don't think it's our place to be mad at her for that. An interesting perspective that my boyfriend tagged me in was like, well, if that's your mindset, what if you meet a guy that's cool? Why don't you help him, get to the level that you want? Which I think is a great idea if you find a type of guy that can humble himself and listen to you. But, it's just difference in opinions. And it depends on the type of entrepreneur you are too. Some people travel a lot, some don't. I don't know. I don't really know why this blew up the way it was. I didn't think it was that deep personally, but
so a lot of men were saying stuff like, I seen a lot of men come out and they were basically saying like, oh, so ladies feel like B Simone, it's okay for her to have a preference, but if a black man says like he only likes, I don't know, exotic women or something like that, we're ready to jump down his back over that. Is that the same thing as preference and who you date, who you with?
I think when it comes to preferences in general, it's okay to have a preference as long as you don't use that preference to bash other people. And I think that's where people got offended with B Simone. I don't necessarily feel like she crossed that line because it was really prefaced as to
But I don't think it wasn't bashing though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it crossed that line, but I think some people took it that way. But I think with preferences in general, everybody can have their own preference just without bashing other people. So if you're a black man who likes exotic women, that's cool, but don't talk shit about black women. Just say what you like, but you don't have to talk nothing. You don't have to be negative about other people. So I think that's the line people have to, be careful about crossing. And if you're an influencer like B Simone, I think what you need to do is, even if you're not actually crossing that line, if it can be taken a certain type of way, just business-wise and as an entrepreneur, like you talk about, you got to really walk that line, but
hey, Anthony,
I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Alexis said you have to start with a 9-to-5 anyway, most of the time, to find your entrepreneurial lifestyle. So it really shouldn't be something that you kind of just dislike that. You know what I mean?
That's not everybody.
I wouldn't say that she necessarily dissed it in that way. I don't think she did.
And that's not everybody's journey to entrepreneurship either.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good amount of people though. It's a good amount of people. A lot of people got to work in some type of way.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, I know a whole bunch of entrepreneurs who, I mean, you got some entrepreneurs who start off as hood entrepreneurs, and they, they've been entrepreneurs the whole time.
Pretty much.
They just start illegal and transition to legal and never working a 9 to 5 ever. You got some people, who maybe they just end up with a good credit score and get a loan. Not everybody start with a 9 to 5.
Well, so my opinion is it's a couple things because I want to make sure I make it clear that
hey Tasha, to Shara
TP. Nothing negative about a 9 to 5. There are some people that got a 9 to 5 and they're making way more money than a lot of entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
And let's make sure a lot there. I mean, Maisha, there are lawyers, technically lawyers.
I'm one of them, bro. A lawyer.
And there are lawyers that make $500,000 a year, easily.
Yeah.
And so, and again, I'm sure I don't know exactly how much B Simone is making. It's not a direct reference to her, but I just want to make sure people know that because right now we're in a time where it's like being an entrepreneur is glorified, which is a great thing. It's an amazing thing. But there are some people who are not entrepreneurs and they can create successful lives by working for somebody else.
She didn't say that she didn't say that.
But I know, but I just want to make sure I kind of want to make that I want to openly say that, or I want people to hear that because I know that there are people who feel some type of way because it's always entrepreneurship is always looked at as the best way. And
it's not always the best way. It's not because you gotta be on your grind as an entrepreneur or your shit gonna fold.
Absolutely. And everybody is not an entrepreneur. No, everybody's not. So it's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And I think in her comparison, it kind of came off as more of a negative thing. I don't think she meant it that way. But that was kind of the shine.
The delivery was a little tacky. But
the way that I took it was just saying I need somebody to be able to move the same pace as me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way that I took it. I didn't take it as honestly, I didn't take it as from a financial standpoint, we got to have the same bag. That's not the way I took it.
And I mean, let's be clear. I'm a 9 to 5er. I'm a 9 to 5er. I wasn't offended. I mean, because to each his own. And if, and the thing is sometimes somebody might view those standards as narrow or whatever, but to each his own. And if those standards are narrow and she end up single, that's for her to grapple with. I mean,
absolutely.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? If she, because there are good men who are 9 to 5ers, but if she cutting herself off, what that got to do with us?
Okay, so I have a question, and it might take us a little off, and so I'm gonna have to pull us back. But
look, yeah, we just gonna go real quick. Look, real quick.
With her being in a place of celebrity, pretty much, does she have a responsibility to deliver things correctly? Because you said, the delivery was tacky, and the way she's should we give do celebrities have the responsibility to deliver things correctly? Is that something that we're asked? You know what I mean?
It's up to you. The thing is I think your delivery needs to match the backlash that you can handle. You got people who thrive off of saying radical things. Kanye West is one of them. And you got a whole bunch of people who hate it. But then you got a whole bunch of people who kind of see where you're coming from, and so he has to take the backlash from that. Mm-hmm. Then you got some people who just kind of stay out the media completely because they straight on the comments and all of that. Mm-hmm. So, it's just you can say what you want to say, but you also have to respect the reaction that you get as well. So if her sales go down or she lose money behind what she said, I don't think there's nothing wrong with what she said, but consequences are real. Yeah. And then if and maybe it might be a lesson to her if it's something that she does end up taking the L for. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's nothing wrong with her stance, but does that help her or hurt her? I don't know. I do like her lip gloss though, and I do plan on getting some.
Alexis said it depends on the kind of celebrity. She's not necessarily held in a high position, but because she's famous, people do value her opinion.
I got a comment.
Hello, Shanae in the house.
I got a comment too. Somebody in my watch party. Oh, real quick. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Brittany. So my friend Kay tuned in. She says, I didn't even feel like the delivery was bad. Why are people tripping on her preferences? They asked her a question and she answered. That's what somebody on my watch party said, which that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with her stating her preferences. And then the thing is that we all have preferences. And a lot of times we get proven wrong about our preferences. Somebody might come along and he's a 9-to-5er and proves her completely wrong. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just have preferences on what you think will work for you. But at the end of the day, you know, you're going to track what you need. And she might end up with a 9-to-5er. Like, you know, we say a whole bunch of stuff and we, you know, it always hit us in the face because in real life, we don't always know.
Yeah, you just have to be careful.
That's what I'm saying. It's really
you have to be careful.
Like, I done said a whole bunch of stuff I wanted. And then within 6 months, I was like, oh, no, I do not want that. Whole completely different person.
Absolutely. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. So she gonna learn. She might have just fucked up and then she might be about to learn something the hard way. Who knows? But I mean, to be 100% honest, for real, I don't know why we mad because that didn't faze me at all. And I'm a 9-to-5er right now. So, I mean, I don't plan on being that forever, but some people, one of their streams is a 9-to-5. Some people, a 9-to-5, they're comfortable with that. Some people like, hell no, I'm not punching nobody's pocket. I don't like being told what to do, whatever.
Okay, I got a question. So, and I don't know if we talked about it. I can't remember if we talked about it directly on the show or not, about the owner of a restaurant here in Detroit. Do you guys remember us talking about this? The owner of a restaurant in Detroit.
Yeah. Unemployment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His comment, the same. Okay, so let me make sure I explain to everybody. So the owner of a restaurant here in Detroit made a comment about people choosing to get unemployment instead of going to work if they have the opportunity to. He basically said that they were lazy. And something related to welfare. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he basically, long story short, called them lazy because he said if you have the opportunity to work, even during COVID, and you can be safe, because he did say that, you should be able to, versus, you know, the latter where he said basically you lazy. So his comment is that like just
I don't think they're along the same lines.
I think context matters here. I think context matters.
Yeah, I don't think they're along the same line.
With B. Simone, it's her saying what she wants to date, what she wants to marry type thing. Mm-hmm. This is the person I want intimately in my life, and these are the qualities that I think I want them to have.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mari.
Then the culture got like, y'all some bums and y'all on unemployment and I don't fuck with it at all. And he talking about everybody who on unemployment. This girl just saying what type of man she want to be with. That's completely different.
But they both have businesses. So, and there were people that were basically saying they were not going to eat at La Culture. And then there are people saying, you know, they're not going to buy
because he was talking about his customers as a, like, any of his customers who was on unemployment, he basically called them bums. Well, I don't calling 9-to-5ers bums. She was saying, I want to marry an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna say it because I don't have facts, so I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure he was talking about customers or not. Hey, Danielle.
Hey, Mrs. Holloman, congratulations.
I think he was talking about employees. He wasn't talking about no customers.
That's what I was gonna say, because from my understanding, some of his employees went and did unemployment, so it was like an intern.
Oh, so he was salty.
I think he was just mad. Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to know if we felt like it was.
So, but also think of it too from the standpoint, you know, she's a comedian, if you will. And so, and people, she's known for this kind of loud, semi-obnoxious behavior. Absolutely. And it's kind of what you expect from her.
Yeah.
And so, but again, I still did not see anything wrong because she was speaking on her own personal preference.
Very true. Okay, so question, what do you guys think? Because we live in a world right now where we live in like this cancel culture. So one person does something wrong, they basically, you know, we protest in their business and we're not even dealing with them anymore. You know, like even, that's kind of what made me bring up the guy from Detroit. Mm-hmm. I think his name is Drew, but I might be wrong. But that's what made me kind of bring him up. Like, is it appropriate to completely cut someone off of like one mistake when you just said, Maisha, in 6 months they might just haven't been through that learning thing yet?
I think
it depends on the mistake.
That's what I'm saying. I think cancel culture is like the strict rules are held out for people like rapists and racists and people who are really abusing power and really trying to step on other people, like in a very hurtful, you know what I'm saying? That's cancel culture, you know, like we canceling R. Kelly, you know, stuff like that. Somebody saying something you don't agree with and you cancel them, that's just like completely you soft at that point. Like you just don't like nobody who disagree with you. And then if that's the case, you ain't gonna be able to buy shit. Like people gonna disagree.
Yeah, because at some point you're gonna be offended at every turn.
Yeah, and on top of that, we also have to give people opportunities to grow. You know,
absolutely.
We can't keep screaming Black Lives Matter and bullying our celebrities online and stuff like that. Like we can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? So like people like B. Simone, that's not nothing to cancel nobody for. Absolutely. Now, you know, R. Kelly, we cancel R. Kelly. It's like, well, you know, it's completely different things. You know, cancel culture should not just be because she don't want to date people who work 9 to 5 jobs. Like what? And that's just what she think right now. Who the fuck knows? So I don't think so.
Okay. So all right, next one, because you kind of brought it up a little bit.
So what was it? Because you didn't say. Is it bold or gold for you?
For me? Oh, what she said? I feel like it was.
I used to have you here all the time. She's like an audience.
I think it was gold. I think it was gold.
I think it was gold. Okay.
I do, because I think it's a big deal to be able to speak out and say what you want and what your preference is. I also think that she's going to sidestep, and later she's going to learn that the man of her dreams is a 9 to 5 millionaire or something. But for right now, you know, I think that it is. Yeah, I think it was to say it. Because a lot of times we don't say it, or we don't like to say it, because especially the world that we live in, she could can't, you know, you slip and say the wrong thing, you could be canceled.
You're judged.
Ridiculously out of nowhere, all of us are judge and jury. Like,
I'm gonna say
guy, because that show his job. But
hey, Grandma Bessie joined. Y'all gotta say hi to Grandma Bessie. Say hey, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma Bessie.
That's my dog.
Anthony said it's not appropriate, but it always depends on the mistake. Some people are just unforgiving for the most basic things, and that's like kind of my issue. Extremely unforgiving, and we don't really realize that all of us are in different points of growing.
It was just a naive thing to say, but it's like, what's the big deal? Everybody say stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. It was just a naive thing to say, but.
Alexis said, how do we feel about Meek Mill's comments defending her? I didn't see his comments.
I didn't see his comments either.
He was basically saying, no, okay.
Alexis, so type in what the comments were if you can.
Okay. So basically from what I saw, I can summarize it, but I don't remember every word. Mm-hmm. But basically, so this whole thing sparked people talking about how B. Simone finessed off of some book she had or whatever. And so he was like, basically, how y'all gonna get mad at B. Simone for finessing when rappers rap all the time about finessing to get where they are, selling drugs or doing all kinds of unforgivable things to get where they are, and then y'all trying to come down hard on B. Simone for doing, you know, what she did to get where she is. And she, you know, and what she did wasn't even that bad. She sold a book. So that's basically what Meek Mill was saying. And
but I don't understand how the book was bad. Like, what did she do wrong?
Yeah. That's the missing link.
Did she not write it or something? Maybe like she had a ghostwriter.
I did hear her say something about the book at the end, like I need to go back and reread my book or something like that. But I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't even understand what. Okay. I mean, I don't think that's any different. Like, well, I don't know how y'all feel about them, but y'all know I love the City Girls, and we all know they were scammers. Like, I mean, they told us that, like, flat out. And for me, and people really don't like it, and they just they said she plagiarized. Brittany said she plagiarized. How did she plagiarize, Brittany? But in the meantime, while Brittany telling us,
so one of my people said she plagiarized. She plagiarized most of it. Okay, so yeah, plagiarism is not cool. But
so back to my point. I love the City Girls. And
that's what Meek Mill was saying though. That's what Meek Mill was getting to.
But
if you've been to college, you know people plagiarize every day. Like, not excusing it because it's not cool. You stealing somebody's intellectual property, which is a crime, punishable by law. But back to it. When you in college, you see people plagiarize every day. Not that it's cool, but what I'm saying is we shouldn't hold that. We shouldn't judge her. If that's the worst thing she's ever done, we shouldn't judge her off, that too badly. Hold her accountable, but plagiarism is kind of, if we let slide, we can't let plagiarism slide.
I think we all have just done things, and we just need to. Some of us have.
Listen, you gotta.
Oh no! Okay. So Tashara, okay, give me the tea, Tashara.
Because I'm about to say we did all did something.
Listen, my watch party's spilling the tea now,
forgiven. And I don't want y'all coming back for me.
Hold on, wait. The watch party spilling the tea though. The watch party said, I think she took the exact words from someone. This is my my college roommate Talia. Hey Talia. Mm-hmm. I think she took the exact words from someone else's book, like a list of questions. And then Tashara, my friend from high school, hey Tashara, she says she word for word copied pages from smaller authors. Okay, I get it. So yeah, she deserves to be sued. Sue her.
Well, absolutely. I
sue her.
So, okay, so then I'm actually going to backpedal a little bit. I'm going to say her comment was bold then, because her version of what...
So you saying you want a scammer? You want somebody to match your mindset and you a scammer?
Shut up. I wasn't even going there, but yeah.
Oh, that's where I went. I was like, oh, so you saying you want a scammer?
Look, so that's what I was going to say.
But once again, that's still preferences though.
No, well, see, this is what I was going to say. Her version of when she was finessing, it can be somebody else's 9 to 5. So I think it's bold because you can't judge where people are. Like, because when I say I love the city girls, they were scammers. But that's probably when somebody else was at McDonald's working a 9 to 5 grinding to get to where they are. Like, I'm going backwards. It's both.
Tashara said, Tashara's spilling the tea. This is what we need. This is why we need our viewers to help us. Because she said, yeah, the author spoke out and everything. They are suing her for $1 million each, I believe.
Oh, well, she better get a 9 to 5 now.
Ooh, this video looking bolder and bolder.
Shoot, Miles. Crap. Miles is appalled, y'all.
Listen, my gossip said sis only had $1 million in her account anyway.
Let me do this right now, because
thanks to Shara, we needed that. Yeah. We didn't know the tea for that.
Definitely didn't know the tea.
All right, so ask again, bold or gold? Bold.
I never gave it a bold or a gold. So
I was trying to see it for her, but
Miles, what's your email address?
Hey Darshay. Right, Shireen, I ain't know all of this either.
You don't want to give me his email address. I know it's in here.
My watch party lit today. Okay, so what was the next thing we was going to talk about? We can't give B Simone too much time because...
It's okay, Ethan. It's okay. I know. It's okay. Just chill out.
Miles, I just sent it to you.
Oh, Miles coming in?
He just commented on my watch party and said he was appalled. I was like, oh, shoot. I thought he was on the email, but I guess he wasn't. I just sent it to you. Look at your M. Caffey or Caffey M email, one of them. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so then basically we all feel like y'all need to stop tripping on B Simone.
No, I still feel like I'm sorry. I still feel like we need to stop tripping on her.
I ain't saying cancel her though. I'm not at the point where we're gonna cancel her, but B Simone, listen.
She wrong as hell. Pay them their money. She wrong on every level for plagiarizing.
You gotta pay them.
Wrong on that, and pay them people whatever you owe them. Pay them because you did it, and they can prove it.
Not her Melania.
I still think you should be able to say what your fucking preference is, and people not judge you based on that. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, I agree. I still think our comment is bold though. now that I know she was scamming.
Yeah, that kind of makes it shady now.
You do, because you can't judge nobody 9 to 5.
I'm not, listen, I'm working my 9 to 5, but I'm not doing shit to nobody. You out here scamming.
Yeah, you can't be scamming and judge the 9 to 5. You know, I just.
But I'm not at the point to cancel her though. I'm not.
Oh, no. Listen, I'm still a fan. I still love her. But that comment was bold, sis. Sometimes you gotta tell your golden.
But she can make it up to me by just, giving me a little more screen time on Wildin' Out. We need to see you more, sis. So.
Yeah, I love her. I think she's still funny. I still am a fan. I still give support. But sis, you wrong. Sometimes you got to tell your golden sister when they wrong, and sis, you was wrong.
But I think she has the potential to grow out of that. I think she can grow out of that situation, from that situation. I have faith in her.
I hope so.
And listen, play as fuck up, man.
Did y'all know that Tiffany Haddish and Common is together?
I did.
That's very weird.
Did y'all see how everybody found out?
No. But I knew they were together.
She was doing a video interview, and they asked her about him, and she was like, "Oh, we're just cool. It ain't nothing like that." I guess he forgot, and like 10 minutes later into the interview, he walked past her screen while she was doing the damn interview. She basically acted like they weren't even like, oh, we just barely know each other, and then he walked past like comfortable, like he in the house with socks on and stuff. Like he just walked past, like
no. Who was that? Who apparently been a couple for like 6 years and nobody knew?
Shoot, I seen it the other day and I was shocked.
No, I'm just.
Y'all know it just came out this week. Any viewers?
Come on, y'all, watch party. Tell me who it was. Who been a couple forever and nobody knew? Because it blew my mind. Now I can't remember. India, Irie, and somebody.
Yes. Who?
No. I was saying hi to Selena.
Oh, hey, Selena girl.
We thought you had it.
India, Irie, and Chris Tucker, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes. No way.
Yes. Yeah. And I am not mad at all.
Huh?
I thought he was married.
I don't know. They've been together for some years, they said. Like 6.
What?
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna have to Google that shit as soon as we get off, because that I don't believe.
Smokey and I Am Not My Hair. Who would have thought?
Never.
No, how about this? When she was singing Steady Love, that's what she was talking about.
Yeah, right.
Think about it. David Banner was playing Chris Tucker, y'all. I'm just saying.
Bye.
Because I was gonna say David Banner.
Hey, man.
Yes, they together. Like, that's crazy.
Wow.
But what we had some topics written down. We always do.
We did. This is not the topics, y'all, but I just had to talk about that.
Yeah, no, Chris Tucker and India Irie blew my motherfucking mind.
That's because the rest of the stuff are heavy.
Okay, so listen, we gonna go into the heavy stuff, but we're not gonna harp on it, okay? Because it's been a heavy few weeks.
I know. Like, I'm exhausted.
But
Anthony said he thought he was married too. He probably was. He didn't got divorced.
Let me find out this Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats.
On Juneteenth, Alicia Keys and John Legend doing a battle on Instagram live on their pianos. I'm kind of mad it's gonna be on Juneteenth.
Wait, you said what?
On Instagram,
Alicia Keys and John Legend
is doing a battle on Instagram on Juneteenth live from their pianos.
Oh, dope.
I know that's gonna be.
But
13 years.
Okay, real quick though, we can.
They was together 13 years, Alexis. 13? Oh. That's a long time.
Oh,
Alexis said that.
I don't believe that. That just seemed like a mismatch to me.
Dang.
But okay. So, Des, you want me to go into this next thing?
So the next go to bowl is the Dave Chappelle special. I feel like that's there. Yeah. So so Dave Chappelle just dropped it like 2 or 3 days ago. It's a 20-minute special. It's actually amazing. He probably tells like 4 jokes. It's not really.
I don't know if it's 4.
Yeah, like it's not a lot. And that's the thing I love about it, because he has this big Netflix deal, and this is one of his specials, and it's 20 minutes of him talking about police brutality and the issues, and he is directly going at whoever needs it. He talks to Don Lemon. He definitely gives Don Lemon a piece of his mind, And I thought it was really, really good because it was packed. People showed up. There were white people, black people, everybody was there. And he directly talked about how fucking tired he is
No,
with
what
being a
I
black man in
loved,
America.
what I love the most about it, is that he could have kept going. This show could have been like an hour and a half. But what I really liked about it is that he really gave a timeline on like why Black people are so exhausted. Like gave a picture of like, okay, this happened. And then this happened. And then this happened. And then this happened. And nobody said shit about this because this happened.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like, and I think number one, I thought it was beautiful how he weaved Kobe Bryant into his story. Because basically he was saying like we were at a time when we were suffering, and then Kobe Bryant came in his last game and just, you know, rejuvenated us and just gave us something positive to focus on. And just, you know, kind of pointed out how much a light Kobe Bryant was for so many of us, especially Black men.
Absolutely.
And then during this time, not only has it been a virus and all this police brutality, but then in the middle of it, in the, you know, in the thick of it, Kobe Bryant died very tragically with his daughter, which also hit, I mean, it hit the Black community hard as a whole, but Black men for sure. Like that was something different. You know what I mean? Because that's like, that was their boy. You know what I'm saying? And then especially our generation, they grew up, that was our Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And I think Dave Chappelle just made that. He just did that beautifully, and then weaved in, you know, the time he was born and all that stuff. I think it's great. I want to see Dave Chappelle be like a professor at a school.
He probably
he's very captivating in the way he speaks and has so much like real life experience to relate. I would love for like people like that to be able to teach college courses. You know, to talk about the Black experience and stuff like that. I just think that would just really be great because he's matured in a really great way, and I think he's somebody we respect. If we can get him at like a Harvard or a Yale as a professor, that'd be dope.
Absolutely. I love that first of all, I love that he kept it short.
Yeah.
He expressed why he kept it short. I think I love that too. He went straight for Don Lemon's head, which I love, love, love that. Hey, Christine, Brittany, Stephen, Precy, and David. Hey, guys. But yeah, I love that he kept it short. I love that he expressed why he kept it short. So Don Lemon made a statement where he basically named all of these different celebrities, like, why aren't you speaking? Why aren't you speaking up? What are you doing? Da, 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 da. And Dave Chappelle basically spoke for everybody. And he's like, why would we? Like, the streets are talking for themselves. This is not our moment. It's not about us to be celebrities. It's like, we don't want to take up the media time where we on the screen talking. No, we need to see these buildings on fire. We need to see these people pissed off. We need to see these people in these situations. Like, he's like, it's not our time to speak. And that's
not lie though. I do want to hear from Oprah though, specifically. But
and he explained, but no, so and he explained that that's also why he kept the show short as well, because it's not about him, and he's letting everybody know that. And I was really excited about that. Like I loved it. Hats off to Dave Chappelle. And I'll say on record, like, I'm not usually a Dave Chappelle fan. Like, he's funny. I don't think he is funny as y'all think he is. But I think, you know, I definitely respect him as a comedian, and I definitely respect that special that he just did. If you have not seen it, definitely watch it.
On YouTube. Don't go on Netflix looking for it. It's not on Netflix. It's on YouTube. Because I've seen a lot of people looking for it and they can't find it. That's because it's on YouTube. It's like 27 minutes or something like that. It's not very long at all. I think it was great. When he shouted out the Don Lemon thing, the Don Lemon thing is one thing I reposted. And let me tell you why. And I get the celebrities not, you know, having to say nothing, but let me tell you why Oprah specifically. Just because after Oprah made that documentary about Michael Jackson, I just feel like, Oprah, you looking real coon-like to us, and we starting to worry. I know I'm starting to worry. That, like, she just one person, like, I don't know. It's just because she's so vocal about feminism. You know what I'm saying? Which, can be either way. You can agree or disagree, but she's so open about feminism and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, but Oprah, we know if anybody got pulled with these white folks, it's you. If anybody got pulled, bro, and then you use your platform to tear Michael Jackson down, but I've never seen you use your platform to like build us up. And that's what makes me feel away.
We've seen her do things for Black women. I think that her fight is feminism. And I think that, so I really don't like when we tell people how to use their resources, even though they have them. Like, I think that they should use them how they see fit. And I don't think that we have the right to tell them what to do with them. I think
like people like Dave Chappelle. I didn't really, like the thing is, Dave Chappelle has always been very vocal about where he stands with this. So it's like, with certain celebrities, you ain't got to say nothing because we already hit, because you talk about it all the time. So this ain't a moment where we necessarily needed to hear from Dave Chappelle, because Dave Chappelle, we've never questioned. There
are tons of Black women in media that we haven't heard from either. Like, I mean,
but not ones that's like Oprah.
But there's nobody else like Oprah though.
That's why I'm saying her.
Nobody else. But Oprah has done things.
You have to use your resources wisely though. You have to use them wisely, because at any given moment she could say something that people are going to hold against her that's going to fuck everything up.
Agreed. And so Oprah, like, she's opened a school.
She took that risk, but she took that risk to bash Michael Jackson.
But like you said, her thing is feminism. Like, her thing is feminism. And let's just be honest,
Michael Jackson wasn't accused of doing anything to women.
And how much backlash though did she get for
but she got backlash because it was a lie.
Well, but I don't think any of us can go on record and say whether we know it's a lie or not.
No, listen. I know they were giving dates and times. They were giving dates and times about stuff that was supposed to be happening at Neverland Ranch when Michael Jackson didn't have it. But so stuff like that.
But we all know that there have been accusations, like, because this is something I want to make sure, at least for me, I'm never gonna go on record and say it's a lie or not. Like I'm not gonna take somebody's story.
The story that those two people particular was telling, but the facts didn't match up.
But we can't go on record and say that Michael Jackson is or is not a rapist or a pedophile or whatever we want to call it.
I ain't say that. I'm saying the documentary that was done by Oprah was accurate, is what I'm saying.
But I still don't think that there's tons and tons and tons of Black celebrity that don't say anything.
It doesn't matter to me.
And she has done things for Black women. Like, she has a whole school in Africa.
It's not running. It went to shit.
But
it went closed.
But we're like, I just don't feel like we should. I just don't think it's right. Like, we can't tell people how to use their resources. Like, we're not calling Boogie telling him he gotta go bail niggas out of jail because he used to be in jail.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like, Oprah just be real funny to me, bro. I get what you're saying. Real. I don't know about Oprah, y'all. I don't know.
And y'all, and it's true. She's like, I ain't about to waste. She's like, I ain't about to waste my resources in everything I do.
Listen, I ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all. Nah.
Hey. I ain't mad at her.
But come get on this Jenny Craig, though.
I ain't mad at her, because listen.
She don't even do Jenny Craig.
What is it? Weight Watchers. Right?
It's Weight Watchers.
Listen, it helped us.
Oh, and it's called It's Good.
I'm not mad at her. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at her. I'm not.
I ain't mad at her. And I know a lot of people are, but because if that's the case, we need to start calling out all type of people. Like,
it's just Oprah. It's just like Oprah. Like, ever since I was a kid, Oprah has just been taught to me to be, just on this pedestal. That's what I'm saying. It's just like she's like one of our last few like living legends, like on that level. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not just, I'm not talking about any and everybody, because I know any and every, that's not realistic. I'm just saying, like,
people say all the time,
Oprah is so important. If she just tweet one thing, it's gonna move mountains, bro.
But listen, people say all the time Michael Jordan really don't ever be speaking up. Like, he just started because he did his little documentary. Like, and people still go by the Jordans. Don't nobody blame him for it. And it ain't really no issue. Like,
yeah, but Oprah, listen, we talking about the one who was making like slave and sharecropper movies and shit. Like, this is different for me. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know. I get what you're
saying. But when we talk about living legends,
I don't think we compare Michael Jordan and Oprah.
I absolutely do. So this is my reason why. Like, as far as like living legends, both of them are definitely up there. As far as crossing bounds that other people have not, both of them are definitely up there. But I actually have never had an issue with Michael Jordan not really doing anything, because at some point when you are involved in that life and the entertainment so much, that your own piece is probably just staying out of it and staying away from it. Like, but Michael Jordan ain't been breaking his neck to help people and speak on behalf of nothing, and niggas have still been lining up every single time one of them shoes come out, and it's not an issue. And so I just feel like we pick and choose. Like, our culture is just bandwagonish.
No, like, but this is the thing, though.
And once again, together, and we ignore everything else. And the rules are different for everybody else, and that's just not like we can't switch the rules because we like that Michael Jackson bounces the basketball versus Oprah having a network. Like,
but no, and this is what I'm saying, though. I'm not canceling Oprah because I still love the have-nots and all this shit. So I'm gonna watch all of it. I'm not canceling Oprah at all.
She don't got
I don't think it's cancel worthy either. I don't think this is cancel worthy either. I'm just saying, like, Oprah, like, so, like, she got so much clout, bro. Like, she got so much, like,
so do Michael Jordan, especially for black men. Hell, I know, if it's any black man that every white police officer in America will bow down to, is Michael Jordan.
You say what?
You just wanted to speak up and say something. No, I was talking to Maisha in regards to Oprah. You just wanted to speak up and say something.
Yeah, just real quick. Like, even if she just tweet one thing, do you know what one tweet from Oprah do? But saying, like, it was just, I don't know.
I feel like she thinks she damned if she do and she damned if she don't.
She might be one of those people, damned if she do, damned if she don't. I can see that. I just, but like I said, I'm not canceling Oprah though. I still, if she's selling something, I'm gonna buy it if I think,
yeah,
it's good. So I'm not canceling at all.
I think we just have to
want her to say something.
Put everybody on the same rules, because we just don't. Like, sometimes we bandwagon, we pick a target, and then but we ignore that everybody else been on that same thing.
It was just like one of those things, like when Don Lemon was talking, right, and he was naming off people, like he was like Drake, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like for instance, like we fuck with Drake, but a tweet from Drake, I'd be like, okay, I mean, I hear you, great, but I don't really give a damn. If it's Oprah, I'm like, ooh, not listen, But that's what I'm saying. It's like, people be famous, but like, it's just, I guess because of growing up in the black community, going to elementary school, like Oprah is like that, that bitch.
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm saying? Like, not even just like a regular icon, but like in literature, acting, like some of the movies she's been in is like so important and impactful. Like, she's in Color Purple. You know what I'm saying?
I think she just done though. I think she, like, if you live and you work in that industry and everything you do is entertain, like, because let's be clear, and I said this about Don Lemon, like, yeah, it was all brave of you to drop all them celebrity names, but let's not forget, bruh, you're getting paid to do that. You didn't do that because you was feeling the black spirit and you want to call people out. You got a check. You still at work. Like, you didn't do nothing extra either. Like, like that wasn't an extra thing for him to call them out. He needed a reason for people to watch that show that day, and everybody else had buildings burning on their screen. Like, so it's just, I just feel like we don't give everybody the same rules. Yeah, we just kind of got it because we don't know what's going on with Oprah. Like, we don't have a clue. Honestly, I think she old, and I think she tired, and I think she feel like,
you know what,
grinded enough.
That's real.
It's time for y'all.
Yeah, like, here I got this network. Tyler Perry, just throw whatever the fuck you want.
And he not even there no more. He on BET. BET bought everything.
But no, I get what you're saying. Oprah probably is tired.
I think she old. She like, fuck them.
But I just feel like I don't know. It's just really weird because Oprah, I'm just raised to believe, I was just I guess, programmed a certain way about Oprah, and then she still is a human being. But it's just like I just know Oprah's words can move mountains. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, like, you know, when he was naming off names, the one that rung to me was Oprah. I'm like, damn, it will be dope to hear from Oprah.
And she has told Black stories. She, you know what I mean? She has shared Black experiences. Oprah was doing it well before a lot of us were, because we didn't have the opportunities. Like, remember, Oprah was the only Black woman for a long
real.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, Oprah, you know this struggle, bro.
And she tired.
And we know you know it.
Because to her, she looking like, well, it's 5 of them down there, so they could do it now because it was just one of me then.
Right. That's real. Yeah. That's real.
Like
y'all carry that shit. That's real. I ain't think about it.
Like she like auntie, like, look,
Hey, Siobhan,
John, you get a card, let me know what happened. Like,
listen, text me if you need me.
Right.
I'm about to be
I was
somewhere else. Me and Gail about to get drunk.
All right. So what was it? Because we're an hour and 30 in.
Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. Anthony Darnell said, I think sometimes we forget our faves have their own personal belief system and stances on issues. We hold them in such high regard that we have their own feelings, that they have their own feelings, thoughts, and emotions on the same issues. Though I believe I would love for her to speak up more regarding the current affairs, at the end of the day, she has her own feelings about why or why not she hasn't. Because that's the thing, too. I know that she knows. Hey, Ethan. I know that she knows that people want her to speak up, and she still hasn't. It has to be a reason.
2020 census.
Okay, she said it. Now go.
Yes, ma'am. Your 2020.
Take the 2020 census. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I feel it though. I mean, I get what y'all saying about Oprah. I just, you know, it's just like, bro, like I just feel like at one point we wanted Oprah to run for president. Hey, we do be asking her for a lot. Like, she like, president? God damn.
There you go.
She's sick of our shit. Like, damn, what y'all want? Y'all want soap operas? Y'all want motherfucking soup? Y'all want y'all want me to be president now?
Let her
let the show go. I'm tired.
He's trying to go cuddle up with Stedman. He's still living in the guest house. Like, she can't even.
He don't live in that damn guest house. Don't you believe that?
Listen.
I ain't changed my mind completely, but I'm trying to run for president. I just be like, Oprah, Moody's Mountain, sis.
No, he did already. Oprah got Obama into the White House.
Yes, and can we get a DVD set of the have and have nots, honey? Put it on Netflix or something. We need to binge watch.
That's Tyler. You gotta talk to Tyler.
I think it's on Hulu, but I don't think all the seasons on Hulu.
Okay. All right. So
okay, go ahead.
All right, so really quick, we don't want to spend a long time on it, but I want to make sure we do talk about Rayshard Brooks. He was murdered, I think either last night or the night before. I'm actually not really sure, but he was murdered in Atlanta. Unarmed Black man murdered by a police officer. The situation is still pretty muggy. I have not gotten all the details because I have not been on social media. I've been trying to keep myself off. After this, I'm actually gonna try to disappear for a couple of days because I love y'all, but baby, we need a break. It's on Hulu, by the way, Maisha.
Have not.
Yeah. Okay. My watch party just
all the seasons or
just so I don't know if it's all the seasons or not. We'll find out in a second.
I love me some Tika Sumpter. That's boo right there. I love
beautiful. She looked like a Black Barbie doll.
Oh, and she made a tweet about being in interracial relationships, and I was like, oh, that's dope. But we'll talk about it.
Got a white man,
and she said, "Don't protect them; they'll be all right."
Anyway, Rayshard Brooks.
Miss Vanessa.
No. Okay. Rayshard Brooks. Alexis talking about celebrity sex trafficking. I can't. You gotta wait. That's a whole nother. Nope.
Yeah.
Not today. We gonna have to do another show.
What?
I can't even do it.
You know what? No. Sis, DM me about that because I don't know what you're talking about. And I need a
screenshot of everything. So anyway, Rayshard Brooks, y'all, seriously, he, even though after all of this is going on, the riots, all this crazy thing, all this stuff, even though that's the case, he was still killed by a police officer. He's an unarmed Black man.
Now, shot in the back.
And he was shot in the back. And there's about 30 minutes of interaction from police cam footage between him and the police officers prior to them shooting him. Now he did, I think he took the taser, I think he pushed him a few times. He was definitely trying to get away. He was definitely drunk. I think they were trying to give him a DUI or something, and eventually he ended up getting away from them. And as he was running, they ended up shooting him. So Atlanta has a lot of protests going on right now. The Wendy's that they were at is burned pretty badly now. Ooh. So yeah, look up Priscilla Slater.
But yeah, so
Jill said, look up Priscilla Slater. Who's Priscilla Slater? I don't know. We're gonna look that up. We'll probably talk about that next time. But yeah, so I just want to make sure we take a moment and just pray for Mr. Brooks, pray for his family, pray for Atlanta, pray for our country. I don't want to demean your death in any way. I just don't want to stay on it long because I'm just exhausted from it. And it is taking away my sanity at this point. Like my weeks feel like they're getting heavier and heavier. And I just, it's just, I can't stay on it for a really long time. So, anybody has anything to say about Mr. Brooks?
Obviously just rest in peace. It's a sad day when any unarmed Black man is killed, or anybody is killed for that matter, but any unarmed Black man is killed. I just hope that we can find ways to de-escalate situations, even when they're difficult, even when, you have somebody that's not super cooperative. I think there should just be more time and more process into the decision making before you pull a trigger on somebody. I just, I understand the video footage doesn't make it cut and dry, but
for me, the fact that he was shot in the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still funny to
me. The fact that you didn't shoot him when he took the taser or whatever the case may be, you shot him in the back when he didn't have anything on him. That is the problem right there.
Yeah. So
what do you guys, what is next steps, at least in your opinion, or what do you think we need to be fighting towards in our country, or what's a realistic next step of what we can do to get to our goal, whatever that is?
So I think that marching that's all well and good, but if you're not marching and advocating and actively working towards policies being changed, you're just marching. So we actually have to work to have policies changed or policies put in place.
How do we do that?
That benefit us.
How do we do that?
So how do you do that? You do that by contacting your state and local city governments as well, city, state, and just reaching out to make sure, writing letters, doing what's necessary to get those things into the hands, because the reality is you are the one that votes for those individuals. You are. And so if they receive hundreds of requests for a specific thing, in order for them to be voted back in, guess what they're going to do? They're going to move towards those that are pressing them for certain things. And so we have to be more active in the process. And that's a part of the problem. We just kind of let it happen. We're not as active as we should be.
Maisha, what do you think?
I think it's just accountability on a lot of levels. One thing, especially with the police we have to have an environment for police where they feel comfortable holding each other accountable. One thing that Dave Chappelle brought up, which is a real big thing, is that when you're a police officer and you see another police officer do something and you report it, it's not as simple as just reporting it and going through the legal system. There is a whole different systematic issue in the police system in itself. That's a whole nother pillar of racism that has to just be torn down completely. There's this blue code of silence. There's this brotherhood for police officers, which I get because, your day-to-day life is pretty dangerous. But at the same time, we have to understand, like, these are people. It's not officers against people. So it's accountability on that. And also, like I always say, people just have to do what they can. Use your skills to just try to move this thing forward. Black, white, anybody. It's just accountability on all levels. White people, you see other white people doing some bullshit, like say something. Y'all gonna have to have a lot of uncomfortable conversations with each other. And it's as simple as that. You gotta come at your granddaddy, your racist granddaddy, and you gotta tell him that's some bullshit. It's uncomfortable. Your family is just like, it's gonna be awkward for them, but you have to do it because when we say it, you know, it's different. But you gotta say, like, you know, granddad, that's kind of racist. Dad, that's kind of racist. Mom, sister, brother, that's racist. And you might get annoying to your family, but until we ready to be uncomfortable and hold everybody accountable on micro level and a macro level, nothing's gonna change. Because you know, it's easy to get out there and mark for people, make statuses, ask a bunch of questions, buy a bunch of books. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, are you gonna change your lifestyle? Are you gonna make pointing out racism and holding people accountable for their bullshit a way of living for you? And are you gonna make the people around you face it? Because if not, don't even jump in our protests. Stop writing me, asking me, what can you do? Don't ask me about your books. If you're not ready to be uncomfortable for real, you know, so it's accountability. And like I saw somebody say, like, you know, all the white people that want to be at the barbecue, this is the barbecue.
It is the barbecue.
This is the barbecue.
This is the cookout for sure. It is. So
Preston, Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
I was shouting out some people.
So for me, next steps, it's a couple things. I'm not even sure if I understand the entire concept of defunding the police. And so I can't say for sure if I agree with it or not, because I don't really understand it all. But I do feel like funding should be moved around. I think that we spend a lot of our money and our resources on militarizing the police, and they are not the military. Mm-hmm. And I think that police need to be trained more from a social perspective instead of a military perspective. So, and I say this because my first job out of college was being a CPS worker. I walked into people's homes and I took the most prized possession that they had in their entire life away from them and took them somewhere else without them wanting me to, their child. And I never had a gun, never. And we were trained to do that in certain manners, and we never had a gun. Now, mind you, there has been few and far between situations where social workers have gotten hurt in people's homes. And a lot of those times is when people have mental health issues and other things that you kind of couldn't really combat. But I'm bringing this example up to show like it is possible to negotiate with people in ways that you wouldn't even believe. If you can go into somebody's house and say, you are a danger to your own child and I'm taking them, whether you like them or not, and you walk out of there alive with a child, you definitely can pull somebody over for running a red light without killing them.
Without having to kill them.
Yeah. Yes. You definitely can deal with somebody who's drunk without killing them. These are things that you 100% is possible if they are trained differently. Like, I think there needs to be social workers inside police stations, like stations inside of police stations, probably have to ride around with police officers. Like, just like, I think that we need law enforcement certificates. Just like, so I have a degree, I have 2 degrees in social work. Even after I got my master's degree, I have to work for 2 years under a person that's fully licensed before I can get a full license and practice therapy. So I'm still not qualified to be your therapist until somebody signs off on my hours. I have to do 4,000 hours of like practice with somebody monitoring me and watching me, and take a test that most people don't pass the first time just to do therapy. And I mean, and that's really just sitting, listening to somebody and helping them work their stuff out. But then we give police officers 6 weeks, 8 weeks of training, sometimes a couple months, and then and we give them a gun. Like, I just feel like there should be some type of law enforcement certificate, and you got to keep it. Like, just like with other certificates, in order to keep it, you got to keep going to classes and you got to keep doing professional development.
But with that being said, though,
like socially, though,
with that being said, and I guess maybe not really, but I just want to bring up this point. I kind of already know the answer. With that being said, it's like, okay, so if we're gonna require that much out of police officers to have to get a certificate and stuff, which I agree with.
Yep.
Do we have to pay them more?
No,
but then I'm like, but at the same time, y'all be holding teachers all the time. So
no, because we play teachers crap, and they got the most important job in the world.
The most important job in the world.
Because everybody has a teacher. Every doctors have teachers. Every judge have a teacher. Every
more time with their teachers than they do with their parents during the school year.
Now,
but even with police
officers, we pay them more. Yes,
they should be required though to annually, and I don't know if they do, honestly, to have psychological evaluations.
Yeah,
absolutely. You gotta have all this stuff to be teachers.
I think there should be some type of incentive. I think there should be some type of incentive or scholarship or program for people who are from that neighborhood to become police officers in that neighborhood. Like I would love to see a program, like for instance, I would love to see a program where we can get like Black boys from Detroit, like a program to transition them to being police officers in Detroit. That way, you know what I'm saying? They're familiar with people. They don't feel threatened by the people they around every day.
It brings about a different level of respect.
Yeah, because they feel a connection to the community. And that's another thing. If I'm coming all the way from Waterford or wherever I'm coming from, and I'm a police officer in Detroit, I don't understand the neighborhood. I don't understand the issues that these people are facing every day. I'm not going to their city council meetings. I don't vote in their city. None of that. I don't feel no connection to this community at all.
I'm just going off of everything on the news like everybody else.
Everybody else. Yeah. And I don't feel no connection at all.
Like I can recall, police officers when I was younger. I'm not that damn old, but when I was younger, I remember that there were police officers in our neighborhood that patrolled that actually grew up and were from the neighborhood. And though there were still drug dealers out there, there was still a level of mutual respect from the police as well as the individuals that were out there. You know what I'm saying? And so it does. It would play out completely different if it were that way.
Oh, because when you know people, you just know people. Like imagine, had you guys ever ran into your teacher at the store when you were little? Yeah. Like think about how you felt when you seen your teacher at the grocery store. Like, oh my goodness, like it gives a piece of humanity to both of you guys. Like
you're a regular person.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the same with police officers. So I grew up in Muskegon, so it's a lot smaller than Detroit. So even if they don't know even if I don't realize the police didn't know my face, they knew it. Oh, that's you, Gloria's daughter. Like it was just a sense of community. So when I get caught, doing something stupid or I'm out after curfew, it's not like get on the ground, handcuffs. It's get in the car. I'm taking you to your mama because I know her. Like it's a different type of community that's in it, and that's just missing. Now it's almost like we're just taught. Police are a complete different thing. Like I seen a video the other day, and I bust out in tears 2 seconds in. It was a little Black girl and a white lady police officer, and the white lady police officer started crying because the little girl started crying. Like she seen her walking towards her, and the little girl started crying. She was scared because she was a police officer, and so she this little girl's like 8. She seen the police officer coming toward her and started crying. And then the police officer is a white woman. She starts crying because she's so upset that just her existence brought tears. Like, so they basically just sat there and cried together. And she explained to her, like, we're not all bad. I had to make sure I come and talk to you because I just couldn't allow you to feel like that. And it was a beautiful thing. But what world are we in where like a 9-year-old girl sees a police officer and busts into tears?
No, but I mean, you got little kids. I remember being afraid of the police when I was a kid. I was like 3 or 4.
Yeah. But I don't know if I was afraid enough to think that they would just flat out kill me.
I wasn't afraid in that way. I wasn't afraid in that way. And I don't even think that I was afraid.
No, it was about, they take you to jail.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I never thought they would flat out kill me. Like we got 3rd graders now that think the police would just instantly kill you. Yeah. And that's like,
Terrible.
Imagine the trauma that's developing, that's gonna come out in 10 years, 20 years from that. Like, I really wish that we would take our police and train them more on a mental health and a social level. That's just.
Oh, and real quick, so I wanted to bring this up too, Des, because we haven't talked about this. I wanted to bring up the Black Trans Matter movement. Mm-hmm. So there are massive protests. I saw one in Hollywood so far, and I think Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And there are huge crowds showing out for the Black Trans Lives Matter movement. Mm-hmm. And so we talked about it before this because we always meet, and we all agreed, like, we don't want to have this conversation because we don't want to have that conversation without that community being represented. So this is our pitch right now. If you know anybody who's Black and trans who, you know, would
is
like
well versed in these issues, like
well versed in these issues as well, who would like to join this show to offer us some perspective so we can learn from each other and everybody can experience this moment with us. So we don't want to get too deep into this issue without having that community represented. So if you know anybody, please try to link them to us, DM me, Des, or Teresa. And we'll work on getting them on the show probably in 2 weeks, where we can take a deeper dive into what these issues are, because the amount of turnout and support for this shows that there is some underlying issue and it's not being talked about enough. Yeah. So we want to give that community a voice and an opportunity to talk about it. And it's just responsible for us to talk about it, especially us being Black women. You know what I mean? Like, we need to really, there are more of us who are being killed because they're different. So, you know, so we need to talk about it and we need to represent that community. So hopefully we can get on the next show, but we need some more connections. I don't know anybody personally. So, like, you know, let's get these connections going so we can all learn something new.
Anthony just told me to look up Hope Giselle. So I'll look her up. He says she's amazing. So I'll definitely look her up. Absolutely. And I want to make sure that there are some trans women who recently have died in the midst of these Black Lives Matter protests and things like that. And we're just we're sending love and prayers to everyone involved. Absolutely. And, you know, we are here with you.
And you know, I hate when things like this happen, because a lot of times it's not Black Lives Matter protesters who are coming and bringing terror to what's supposed to be a good cause. There are protesters, and then there are people who are there to, like, start some shit and rile some shit up. And, you know, they don't have an end to it. They're sick individuals, and they use the protest as an opportunity to get a hold of, you know, vulnerable people, especially at a very vulnerable time. Yeah. So, you know, we're not, you know, the 2 trans women, I think, were killed at a Black Lives Matter protest, but I don't want to sit there and say that it was by protesters, because we know there are looters and terrorists, and then there are protesters, and they're not all the same people. So
I think we shouldn't say either one, because we don't know.
Well, we don't want to assume that they're all the same people.
Yeah.
Because hopefully not. I would hate for that to be not true.
But I definitely, seriously, we definitely want that representation. Also,
hey Kenya, hey Tamika.
I was gonna say, we are also we're gonna do something now, but especially because we're about to start back our regular recording sponsorships. If you guys have a business, a Black-owned business, well, probably anybody, but I will definitely say I prefer Black-owned businesses. Yes. Any, like, businesses or any type of cause or anything that you guys want to talk about, or, you know, maybe like have us do a commercial or anything like that, we definitely are accepting sponsorships for different things. We have sponsorship packages in different levels, so just reach out to one of us and we can definitely get the word out for anything that it is that you are working on.
Oh, and real quick, because I didn't get a chance to say this. So, as everybody knows, I am a lawyer. So if you know anybody, any protester specifically in Michigan, preferably the Metro Detroit area, who has been arrested, I am taking cases pro bono. So if you know any protesters who have run into legal trouble, please hit me up, get in contact with me, Des, or Teresa, and let you know, get in contact with me, but they will help you get in contact with you. I just really want to help, and I know that it's a terrible thing to get arrested when you're, trying to stand up for a cause that you believe in. And I just want to do my part and help the Black community. So it'll be free of charge. So let me know.
Thank you for that.
All right. I actually think
Hey Muff.
we might have made it all the way through.
It seems like it.
Yes.
All right. So is there a part we never ever make it to this part? I didn't even pick a person because I didn't think we would make it.
Oh, Midas touch.
The Midas touch. So normally at the end of every podcast, we talk about a person who has the Midas touch. I'm not sure if you are familiar with, I think it's King. Shoot, I can't even believe I forgot. We haven't talked about it in
King
this.
Midas.
Duh.
I was trying to wait for her to get it. She ain't this simple. I know she not.
Listen, y'all, I'm tired. I told y'all I'm exhausted. I'm getting off social media after this. Okay. So King Midas. King Midas did a favor for the gods, and they gave him basically anything that he wanted, and he wished for the touch of gold. So everything that he touched turned to gold. So at the end of every podcast, we choose a person or an entity or something that everything that they touch is turned to gold. I don't know, ladies. What do you want to choose? We never ever make it there. Could we do?
So I do have two, or I'm going to say an organization because I don't know the co-founders of this organization, just because I think it's really, really cool. Girl Trek. Are you familiar?
Mm-mm.
So it's an organization. This particular piece that I'm a part of right now, they are promoting a Black History boot camp. And basically they help you to tone up, to go on a walk on your own personal mission to get healthy, along with a whole lot of other things. But that is specifically what I signed up for, to be a part of that particular portion of Girl Trek. And I signed up for this Black History boot camp. And for 21 days, they have highlighted Black women that have made a difference. And when I tell you, the list is phenomenal. And so I'm actually going to share it with you all, and I'll share it on the podcast and in the group page so that others can actually join it as well. I should have been done it. But Girl Trek, I want to give them the Midas touch. There are two young ladies, co-founders. One of them, when I listened a few days ago, she's over in Africa, and the other one I think is in LA right now, but they're doing some phenomenal work.
Cool. Girl Trek.
Trek. Shout out to Girl Trek. Y'all got the Midas touch.
Amen.
We need to do better at preparing. We might start getting there soon.
I think it's because we never get to it. We never get to it.
And normally I always have one, but I stopped.
I have a better one for you. I have a better one. So Miss Linda Campbell from Detroit People's Platform. I'm going to give her the Midas touch.
All right, Miss Linda
Campbell. Because Linda Campbell and her team over at Detroit People's Platform purchased supplies for Golden Girls Mentoring for our younger girls. They purchased these family activity bags. And so the girls got books and Play-Doh and slime and just all type of stuff in this little bag. And it was all provided by Detroit People's Platform. All I had to do was look up the items that we wanted to give to the families. Move back, please. Give to the families, and they made it happen for us. So I want to give Miss Linda Campbell the Midas touch also.
Thanks, Miss Linda Campbell.
Thank you, Miss Linda.
Hi, cousin Millie.
Awesome. I was gonna
so Insecure. We gotta, it's time to watch it. We might have missed it, so
yeah. So I got two more things. Somebody on my watch party said, "Can we discuss the president pictures one day?" I don't know. What's the pictures? Give me the.
Are they talking about the ones with the Bible stuff?
I don't know.
When he went to go take the pictures with the Bible.
The only pictures I saw today was pictures of Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
In lieu of it's Barack Obama Day.
Oh yeah, today's his birthday, right?
Nope.
No.
It's the other one, but it's Barack Obama Day.
You're so stupid.
You know how Black people is. We ultimate shade. You piss us off,
Yeah.
I thought it was really his damn birthday.
We listen, we canceled him when he got elected.
I'm so mad at y'all. I thought it was really
Hey,
his
Carnisha.
No, it's not his birthday.
Vice President. Oh, candidates.
Hi,
The picks. I get it, Anthony. The vice presidential candidates. He want to talk about that one time. Not right now. Next show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They both like, not today.
Because I'm tired and I done ran out of drink.
And then what else I was gonna say really quick? I want y'all to know August 4th is Obama Day. We're just gonna put Anthony on as a guest because he give it all the information.
Yes, listen.
He just needs to pop his little camera up because he got everything. But I want to say really quick, my birthday is July 6th. I decided this today. On July 5th, I'm having a birthday party, but it is also going to be a scholarship donation event. So we need every year Golden Girls Mentoring gives out scholarships to girls, and we have a big scholarship ball in November. And so for my birthday, I'm going to host a ultimate kickball game. So if you want to participate in the game, you have to be an adult because it's probably going to be intense, but it's going to be on July 5th. I am looking at a few different parks, so I'm going to let you guys know, but you are definitely open. Anyone is open to come. You need to bring a donation of some sort to Golden Girls Mentoring.
Will there be alcohol? Because I know everybody wants to know.
You can bring, I will have some, but you should BYOB.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let you know. I ain't gonna have that much. Bring BYOB. I'm gonna try
it's
to
the ball game, so you know.
I'm not gonna take it for nothing until after the game. Okay.
I
comes to kick. You know what?
But yes, I'm gonna have a draft the night before so we can determine who's on what team. So everybody has to let me know that they want to play, and then it is going down July 5th. It's a Sunday, but it is going down here in Detroit. Bring some type of something for our scholarship recipient.
Not some type of something, some type of donation.
Bring some money, the kind that folds, please.
Yep. Bring some money or some scholarship or something. So bring some stuff that these young ladies can use. Yes. And also bring your kickball skills because you know I'm an ultimate kickball champion. So girl. So bring your stuff. That's how we celebrating my 31st.
It's a kickball idea. I'm just like,
I mean, I'll get like horseshoes or something.
Just come to drink and donate. I think I have a t-shirt. I think I have a t-shirt that says drink and donate.
But it's a kickball game. We having it at a baseball diamond and everything. It's a kickball game.
I know, and I'm gonna have a shirt on that says I'm here to drink and donate.
That's fine.
Yeah, life of the party. I'm gonna go live, baby.
So right now, I'm trying to do 9 spots on each team. But even if you don't play, you could definitely come. Like, come. We'll have like some water guns and some horseshoes.
Yeah, no, we definitely want. We want as many people to come as possible so that they can donate.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. And DJ OC gonna be on the ones and twos. He don't know yet. Don't tell him. Let me call him. Okay. He don't know yet. But
he gonna know in a few seconds. Somebody gonna tag him.
He on the ones and twos. And Miles doesn't know yet, but we're gonna record live from there.
We know now.
It's a Sunday. We might as well. Like
period, Pooh.
So, you know now.
Okay. If it's nothing else, I just want to thank everybody for joining Golden Sundays. We are now doing it every Sunday and not Thursdays. We are moving back to Sunday because the world is open up. And I know y'all want to be fast on Thursday and Friday nights, so we're not gonna take y'all time. We also want to be fast too. So,
and listen, my watch party, I had so much more participation this time. Every week, like bring more and more people. I need comments. Keep our conversations going. You can be funny. Listen, my watch party is for everybody. You can be funny, ratchet, whatever. If it's inappropriate, I ain't gonna read it, but I might chuckle. So give it to me in a watch party.
Yeah. So you definitely can expect us every other week on Sundays. You probably, I really want to start something else in between, but I can't tell you guys till I talk to these two about it. So yeah, let us know. And then also get ready. I don't know if Teresa is willing to, but I think she is. We are willing to accept some life coaching clients. If anyone wants to participate in our life coaching program, I definitely need some clients and some people to work with. And so my first couple people will definitely be 100% free. So let me know if you are interested.
I have a few spots available.
Yes. See, so let us know if you are interested in life coaching. So if you need some legal advice, go to Maisha. If you need some life coaching, come to us.
Yes.
Let us know what you need.
Thanks everybody for joining in. Please, start tagging everybody in the podcast. Invite people to join the group.
Yes.
The more participation, the better. Once again, Black businesses, hit us up. We want to support you guys. We want to be able to market your products. And right now, marketing is, free. We just, send us a product.
And absolutely. They can send products for.
Because listen, as this podcast go well, we're gonna start charging y'all for the commercials. So y'all better get it.
We're charging We're charging for commercials now.
We charge now.
Commercials. A product review we got to talk about, but we charging commercials. That's now. I'm sorry, we there.
Yeah,
actually, I've already sold the sponsorship, so we can't. No, I've already sold one. No. I've actually sold 3. No.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Backtrack.
I'm talking about me doing my little 3-minute plug during the show. That's what I'm
going to say though.
Corner.
They can donate for some giveaways or grab bags.
Yeah. True. And y'all can do coupon codes.
Yes.
Yes.
As well as codes. Absolutely.
And I really
listeners listen.
I really need
you gotta hook our listeners up. If we gonna hook y'all up, you gotta hook our listeners up.
All right, guys. I love you guys. This was great.
And I kind of love so.
We want to thank you. No more last words.
Again, thank you everybody for joining us, for switching over to Sundays with us, even though Sunday was our original day. We appreciate you. We do, as Maisha said, want to invite you to definitely invite others to jump on our watch parties. If you want to be a part of the show, depending upon what the conversation is, we'd love to have you. My watch party was a little slow today. It's Sunday. That.
Days. I was gonna say we switched.
Yeah, we switched days. Thursday I was popping. But I want to say to everybody that is on my watch party, or everybody that will view this, come on, I need you to switch over to Sunday to keep us popping and live. I'm just saying. Sunday. Join us. But again, thank you. Thank you two ladies.
Also, everyone, make sure you look up our actual podcast page on Apple and Spotify and Radio One and Anchor and Breaker. So look up Golden Girls Podcast. We are definitely on there. We are adding, I'm working this week to add all of our videos from quarantine onto there so you can still hear all of our episodes. We're going to figure out a way to do our video shows and our actual podcast because the world changed in that 3 months. So now we have to change.
And so we will have to change with it and still do the live versions as well. Also, don't forget, you can always donate at goldengirlsmentoring.org.
Yes.
Absolutely. So again, thank you so much for joining Golden Girls Podcast. I'm your girl D Will.
Your girl T Mitch.
Missy, thanks for tuning in. Bye everybody.
Bye.
I've been drinking this whole time. It's been 2 hours.
Love you guys.
Bye.